Hi, my name is John Michael, and this is my interview video for the University of Northern Colorado.
All right, so the first question is what significant personal experiences have led you to choose a career as a counselor?
The truth is that I really like being able to work in the lives of people, to be able to be with them, to just share in their life, and to hear their stories. When I had recently gotten out of college, I didn't understand that though, at least not to the extent that I do now. And so I thought that going to New York City and working in the publishing industry would end up being a satisfying career. I discovered very quickly that I did not just want to give my life energy to a big corporation who would just use me for what I could do for them. Dissatisfied, I returned home, where I began working relatively soon after at a nonprofit as their communications director. Unfortunately, there also I found that I wasn't really with people. I was expressing the things that they were doing, which was amazing, but I wasn't able to be a part of them. In my latest job, working as a manager at a small thrift store with the Open Door Mission, which is just an organization focused on breaking poverty and homelessness in my area, I've been able to actually be with people, to actually talk to them about the things they're going through, to discuss the struggles that they're having, and even to just show them that there's a little hope in this world and that things aren't always as dire as they seem.
Question two: if others who know you were to describe your positive and negative characteristics, what would they say?
Well, my girlfriend tends to be very honest about these kinds of things, so I have a fairly good idea of what others think about me. I know that on the positive side, they see that I tend to be very good at just being with people, that I'm 100% with people when I'm with people, and that I'm able to just listen to the things that they're talking about and to the stuff that they're sharing. I also tend to be just very good at being uh, with people, being able to listen to their struggles. I need to redo this one. Yep.
All right, question two: if others who know you were to describe your positive and negative characteristics, what would they say?
It's fairly easy to describe what some of my positive and negative characteristics are because I see them in the way that people react to me. I know that I tend to be very good at being with people. That is, when I'm with people, I'm not doing other things, I'm not focused on other things. I'm with them and focused on the stuff that they're talking about. On the flip side, though, that can sometimes make me a terrible multitasker, and others realize that as well. I tend to be very good at just being able to connect with people, being able to share with them some of the things that they have, no matter if they're from a very different background than me or not. Um, I also, though, am not the most organized people, and sometimes that can come through in how scatterbrained I might be or how disconnected my ideas might seem.
All right, and question three: what characteristics of yours will you have to change in order to become a counselor?
Frankly, I sometimes have a difficult time telling people difficult truths. I want to be able to affirm people and to build them up, and sometimes I just want them to like me. But in the past few months, I have been learning a lot about the fact that the people around me care about me and that it's their opinion that matters more, and that people like my family, the woman I love, they aren't going to leave me um, if I'm honest. And the truth is that people need to hear some things sometimes. Of course, I trust that I'll continue learning how to share these difficult truths and being able to share them at the right time as well. Also, that making things happen.
All right, and question 4. Discuss a prejudice that you have had and how you have dealt with it.
Before starting work with my latest organization, the Open Door Mission, I had not had a whole lot of contact with homeless people. Since I began working with them, I have encountered dozens of them. And I've discovered that they are not simply people who are lazy, people who just don't want to work. I've learned that, in fact, there's a whole lot more to the story. That these are men and women who often are dealing with a complex mixture of situations in life, of decisions, and the consequences of those decisions, and many times a form of mental illness. And that if I'm too quick to judge them, I'm going to miss out on the valuable person that is really there. Unfortunately, I wish I could say this was my last prejudice, but I know that there's still some things that I have to work on. And in fact, I'm excited about learning more about different people, different cultures, and being able to embrace some of those differences and learn what it means to be a full human being.
All right, and question 5. What do you worry most about, with the exception of time and money, in starting a graduate program?
I see the career of counseling as being one of critical importance. If I did actually end up becoming a counselor, I would be dealing in the most precious of matter, and that is the lives and thoughts of human beings. I don't want to take that lightly, and I do worry that this responsibility will be too much. I know that I'm a capable young man, that I'm intelligent, that I've been able to take care of the things that I need to take care of, but that seems just like a very high responsibility. And I do worry, though it's not something that's crippling or that keeps me from it, that I will not be up for the task. In fact, I think that worry is part of what drives me. I want to see if I can do it. I want to see if I am truly capable. And I guess in the end, we'll find out.
And now we'll start the roleplay portion.
Oh, hey. It's good to see you. My name is John Michael. What can I do for you today?
Well, been in a committed relationship for quite a while now, maybe about 15 something years.
Okay.
So having a bit of an issue because like my girlfriend won't let me work, and I don't know how to drive a car. I mean, I know how ridiculous that sounds, but like I really want to get a job, even if it's like just volunteering, even. And I'd really like to learn how to drive, but I don't know if she'll let me, man. Like I'm really worried that like she's not gonna let me do anything. You know, I'm worried that if I get a job, she's gonna get upset with me. If I go and learn how to
Mm-hmm.
drive a car behind her back, she's gonna get like really upset with me. I'm really worried that she could become abusive if like I'm driving or I'm working.
Wow. That's, by the way, that's not as uncommon as you think. There are a number of different people that I've met in the past few months who are in a very similar situation. You're not alone. I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about it, just kind of gauge where you are. Um, have it sounds like this desire has been in you for a while. Um, have you looked into? ha- Has this been something that's just come up recently, or have you wanted to drive for a while?
I mean, I've always wanted to drive. I mean, every guy, he wants to drive down the interstate and, like a convertible or on a bike or something like that.
Okay, okay. What kind of prompted you to pursue? But obviously, it hasn't happened for 15 years. Why is that?
Well, I don't know, man. Like, she's got this really good job, and, I do like being at home and helping around the place and, making sure, everything's clean and, we got something tasty to eat. But I just, I don't know. I just feel like I'm missing out on something.
Yeah, I know. It's well, it's normal to feel that way. Um, I guess I'm curious about since you have been in this relationship for 15 years, um, if there's something that you just sense that's changing lately wants you, that really kind of is driving you to come see me because, I mean, I'm absolutely happy to meet you and really excited about the possibility of working with you. But you're talking about some big, but even coming to see me is a pretty big step. And so I'm curious about like what made you come to do it.
Well, like, I don't know, man. I really want to do this, but, as I said, I'm afraid that, she's going to get really upset with me. Um, I don't know if she's going to, possibly, like, lash out in some way against me because I'm doing this. Like, I love her to death. I've been with her for like 15 years, but I don't know. I mean, I just seems like she's just, having a harder time at work, and it's just I really want to help her out, more than just at home.
Oh, so it's not simply that you just want a little bit more freedom then, but it's that actually you want to be able to be a partner with her. It sounds like. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but I mean, she really doesn't want me to work, And, I mean, I just get that feeling, and I don't know. I feel like maybe if I did go out and I did help out, bringing in money and that kind of thing, she'd get upset because dishes aren't done, or the laundry's not good to go, and I don't know, man. There are some times where I do also wonder, like, if this is even the relationship I want to be in. I love her, but she does seem controlling a little bit, maybe.
Well, I'm happy that you came. It sounds like you've got some things to think about. Um, the truth is that this process, I can't tell you what you have to do because the truth is, it doesn't matter what I say. It's all up to you. That I can tell you everything that you quote unquote should do, but if you don't listen to me, it doesn't matter. I'm doing my best to help you realize what you really want. And so this is just the beginning. I am really grateful that you came to see me. Um, I do want to kind of understand a little bit further what's going on, but I just wanted to, I guess, express that, um, well, for one thing, whatever you do is ultimately going to be okay. That you can make the decision um, to continue as you've been doing, which has been happening for 15 years now, or you can
even, you know. She seems to get really intense sometimes, and I don't know if it's just the stress at work or what it is, but I don't know. I mean, I love her. I don't want to leave her, but I don't know. I just worry.
yeah, I get that. I get that. Well, how about um, let's let me ask you something. If you see if you had your best possible life and you were able to choose, well, perhaps it's a bit soon for that question, but how about we I just want you to begin thinking about um, what it sounds like this you mentioned that you think she might be a little controlling. um, what other areas you think she might be controlling you in? um, what might those be? Is there anything that comes to mind?
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I can't really think of anything like specifically offhand, but I don't know. I mean, she does want me to fold the laundry a certain way. She wants me to make sure I, only do the laundry in a certain way. She does kind of get after me with the way that I cook some food. Like, I don't know, she's a bit of a perfectionist, I think.
Well, let's let's do this. How about um, you just think about what you value. We'll just say, do you want this life to continue going on the way that it is, or do you think you're willing to make some changes? Um, because I would love to continue seeing you, but it's okay for those changes to be a process. It doesn't have to be immediate, um, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, yeah, I think I can do that.
All right. It's good to meet you.